And speaking about the possibility of a nuclear war was just one of the many things that stood out and that drew criticism for the Pakistani state. There were many other statements, there were many other assertions that the Pakistani leadership made which did not go down very well with the world. Here's a look at what Imran Khan sought to do from the platform of the United Nations General Assembly and how his speech was received.
If there is a bloodbath, there will be Muslims becoming radicals, not because of Islam. You are forcing people into radicalization. When people lose the will to live, what is there to live for? And this is what, if you can do this to human beings, you are actually radicalizing people.
Provocation from the Prime Minister of Pakistan. An occasion to discuss Pakistan's efforts to tackle global challenges, simply wasted. For Imran Khan, the UNGA address was a platform to rake up Kashmir, bash India and insult the politicians of Pakistan.
Our country was plundered by the elites, the ruling elite. And easily they could get the money out. And when Mr. President, we located properties in Western capitals bought by this money through corruption and money laundering, the laws protecting these criminals, we do not have the sort of money to have expensive lawyers and spend millions and millions of dollars. We need help from the rich countries.
Classic passing the buck. Who's responsible for the problems in Pakistan's economy? The erstwhile ruling elite. Who's in power? Imran Khan. And then when the Pakistani Prime Minister ran out of ideas, he had backups. Nuclear threats.
And when a nuclear-armed country fights to the end, it will have consequences far beyond the borders. It will have consequences for the world, which is why I repeat I'm here. There'll be a bloodbath.
Denial of radical elements in Islam.
And the Muslim world did not explain to the West that there is no such thing as radical Islam.
War rhetoric and some India bashing again.
Supposing a country 7 times smaller than its neighbor is faced with the choice. Either you surrender or you fight for your freedom till death. What will we do? I ask myself this question. And my belief is, La ilaha illallah, there is no God but one. And we will fight.
The essence of Imran Khan's speech could be summed up in one word: irresponsible. The speech was peppered with audacious hypocrisy too.
Islamophobia is creating a division. Muslim women wearing hijab, it's become an issue. It's become an issue in some countries. Hijab is some sort of a weapon.
Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan took his time to talk about Islamophobia, and Islamophobia must be addressed. There are no two views about it. But Khan had nothing to say on the Uyghur Muslims. This is typical Imran Khan. India's response to the long-winded speech was spot on. So did Imran Khan achieve anything at all from his speech? Pakistan's media, which handed out brickbats before the speech, is struggling to hide the loopholes in Khan's address. For instance, Imran Khan spoke about money laundering and offshore accounts. His own party has many offshore accounts. The irony was not lost on anybody. One would have expected such rhetoric from Iran's president or the Chinese delegate against the U.S. One would have expected such rhetoric from countries that are engaged in conflict. And there are many such conflicts in the world, but none of those leaders used the United Nations to resort to mudslinging. Imran Khan, though, is in a league of his own. Slamming India for its decision on its sovereign part looks ridiculous. It's clear that the Pakistani Prime Minister needs some serious lessons on diplomacy. To summarize, Imran Khan's speech had no new ideas. It was much ado about nothing. In cricketing parlance, Imran Khan simply got stumped at the UNGA.
Money from drugs.
Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.
amazing.